Okay.
We are live, Coach Bryant. We are alive. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hits and Heels. Listen, this is a different podcast that we got going on right here. This isn't your typical sports show. We're located on YouTube every Wednesday night. But listen, we're both football coaches, and so we just have a different perspective about stuff. Number one, I'm a football coach. I'm a sports mom. I'm a former athlete, and I'm a coach's wife. A lot of people don't have that dynamic. And so I kind of bring a different perspective. But it's not about us. It's about Coach Bryant and us helping you all. But today we just got a lot to unpack, Coach Bryant. Just a lot to unpack. A lot to unpack. Number one is Super Bowl weekend. But before we go into Super Bowl weekend, congratulations to our baby.
Ty Bryant. Hey, everybody. Coach Bryant. He just puts a smile. I was actually looking on the refrigerator and saw his first. He's always twinkled very highly academically. He had his first 4.0 as a freshman at Carter G. Woodson Academy that's affiliated with. He had a 4.0. I was looking at it, made me go back on memory road. And then he got named first team academic All-American. And that's up there over SEC player. I mean, that just shows he's doing it on and off the field, and couldn't be happy. And thanks everybody that's listening. Chime in, please, if you choose. And thank y'all for the love y'all sent to him on YouTube and Twitter and phone calls and emails and texts, and that's pretty good. Lexingtonian, and that's the biggest thing is, and we have opportunity to do this again at Lexingtonian. We got quite a bit of Lexington kids that's is going to be playing at the University of Kentucky next year, which is exciting to watch.
I'm excited. I mean, I think I don't know what else we could say. He just continues to make us proud as parents. But one of the things it does, it helps to solidify our credibility when parents are calling us and asking for advice, and we're trying to help people get recruited, and people want the blueprint on what it takes to get to the next level, and he helps us with that by being the standard, especially with us coaching. I think I put it in our team group that, hey, we're not just saying it to y'all's kids and holding y'all's kids accountable. Our child is still leading that standard as far as grades first, because you're a student athlete. You can't be an athlete without being a student first.
Well, and everybody says that. Okay. I'm just saying, everybody says that, but if your motivation is to be successful, then it's both. It's academically it's just like being on the field. If you're going to play hard on the field, then you play hard academically. You make sure that you study. You make sure that you are doing the best. It's the same thing as watching football film. It's the same thing. If you want to be successful at it in the maximum of the God's blessing you with, then it takes that. It takes student, student, whatever is your motivation. Be the first to get a college degree out of your family. That's huge. To say the least, or just be a trend of everybody's going to college and getting it done. If you play a sport, if you don't play a sport, just get it done academically and go from there. So with that said, is the standards is set high, but the person that's receiving that standard has to want it. And that's what makes it pretty exciting.
I think that's the part that I think a lot of people don't understand, is that it's not that we can push them all day. It's like leading a horse to water. You can lead a horse to water all day. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to drink it. All we can do is just give them the blueprint of, this is what it's going to take to get to the next level, and for you to be able to be successful later on in life. And then you either drink it or you don't drink it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's blunt as you can get it. And the main objective of that is just doing what is right. Just do what's right. He's heard me say that to him 100 times since he was 1, 2, and now he's 21. Is do what's right, not what's popular. And sometimes that's hard, and that's hard. He doesn't walk on water. Only Jesus did that. But he strives to do certain things right, and he's going to make mistakes. He's not perfect. No, I'm not perfect, so we don't expect him to be that way. And we've had that conversation with him that hopefully that, and he said we haven't, but is making sure you're not putting too much pressure on your child. Because sometimes when you think you're motivating and then you're too much here, just always keep that in mind. That just make sure you say it often, but don't say it at an aggressive manner. It makes a difference. I'm not telling you how to raise your kids. That's your child. But it's just a tip of someone who's done it and doing it. And I think that's the best way to put it. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, where do you want to start? It's just so much. You want to stay with UK? Okay, yeah, stay with UK.
I mean, the thing right now is coming up is the recruiting, transfer. You got people coming in and coming out, and I can't wait to the head man, gets his roster set. With the incoming freshmen coming in, I think they know who that is, but I think they're still trying to get a few from the portal. I'm not sure how that works because I thought it was over. You had to commit by January something, 13, 14 or 15, but that's not true. So I have yet to understand
how. So you could miss like the first couple of weeks of school?
Well, babe, I mean, I'm just going by it. I can do it. I'm just.
I mean, just a question.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that kids are still in the portal. So obviously, to answer your question is yes, I guess you can. And so I don't know how that works.
Gotcha. So I'm thinking that kids in the portal now are not coming in. I'm assuming they're not coming until fall camp. Okay. That's how I look at it.
Well, that's what I'm getting at is getting your roster. That was my term. It's getting the roster ready for the upcoming 2026 season. Because if you got a guard that you're trying to get, and he's a good chance he's going to start, he needs to get acclimated to the system.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying by getting your roster, everybody who's a starter, who's a second. And I'm excited about that whole situation with UK. An unbelievable tough schedule they have coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. I was wanting you to text it and look at the schedule while you had your phone.
Oh, you want me to look up Kentucky schedule?
Yeah, because I don't know what to talk. Well, hold it. I got it. Never mind. I got it. Go ahead. You can.
Okay. The schedule is tough because you got Alabama, LSU, you got all them early. So.
Oh, we're good. Go ahead. Just keep
gotcha. Okay, so next week you guys are going in a meeting up are you meeting up or whatever? Is there's like a meeting or something?
No, it's not. It's just a get together.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I mean, it's down here. It ain't
gotcha,
here.
Gotcha.
It's down here. It's alums, Cayman people have an opportunity, not next week, but in a couple of weeks, and have an opportunity to communicate with Coach Stein and excited about it, at the press conference, talk to him a little bit, talk to his dad who I played with, and excited about that, and get to see the D coordinator again, and I met the linebacker coach. I think it was not this Tuesday because of the ice. Everybody, please be safe out there. A couple of Tuesdays ago, and was fortunate enough to meet the linebacker coach. Met from a distance away, the DB coach, cornerback coach. I haven't met the safety coach yet, and looking forward to that. I hope he's there when we all get together.
Okay, good.
Well, all right, well, the schedule that actually came out is Youngstown, Alabama, at Texas A&M, South Carolina. I think it's in this order. If it's not LSU, Oklahoma, Vandy, a bye week, Tennessee, the Gators, Missouri, and Louisville. Now, yeah, I have a lot of good friends. That's actually a schedule, Big Ten people. And
The biggest thing for me is
this constantly.
You got
Well, we gotta give
three
them-
at the top of the Big 12, and you got to give them their prop. They won the championship 3 years. Big Ten has won the championship 3 years in a row now.
Meaning Michigan,
Ohio State, and now Indiana, right?
And that's very good for their conference. It's very
Absolutely,
because that was the reason why SEC got a lot of their props is because different teams was winning it. Besides Alabama, you had LSU, you had Georgia. They were all competing very heavily, and so now you have three, and now it's see if Indiana can keep this thing rolling. And I mean, if he does, I commend him, but that's tough because you may recruit another person, but there's a different name on the back of the jersey. If you can get them to follow in and do what they need to do to win it. So congratulations when Indiana won the national title, and like I said, in last year, Ohio State won it, and the year before, it was Michigan. So the Big Ten is doing a lot of great barking, and it's fantastic for their conference.
I think my big take on the Big Ten is, and Indiana, and even Miami, is they really have taken advantage of the new rules or the lack of rules. Wow. That's available when it comes to this, because didn't Miami just get another player that got another year, and this is getting ready to be his 8th year.
I don't know what
even the quarterback for. I'm so sorry. Even the quarterback for Miami, this was his 7th season.
Yeah, and I played at that level, and I'm just being honest with you.
Wouldn't you love to play?
Oh my God!
At that age,
I mean, let me graduate at 22, and then I get to keep playing until I'm 27. I'm a different type. I don't care what anybody says.
Different.
You can say whatever you want to.
You're a different player.
You're a grown ace man.
You're a grown man at that.
You're a grown ace man. You know. Because when you get 18, you're of age. You're not grown.
So most kids are going in at 18, 19, and then maybe staying 5 years. But then you're getting but to get a 6th or 7th year and an 8th year is huge.
Well, I don't know what you're saying to get that.
What are you saying? How are you getting waivers? Or I think the quarterback we had this year, I think he had several injuries. And so he was able to get some medical red shirts for the 2 seasons, I think, that he missed.
But what I'm getting at, you say it all the time, there's no rules and no guidelines, because back in the day,
it didn't matter.
If I got hurt twice, I just got hurt twice.
Got hurt twice, and it was a wrap.
And it was a wrap, And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm just saying you didn't want young teenagers playing against grown men.
And now that's happening.
Now that's happening big time. But the biggest one, as we cross over in the basketball conversation, how about Alabama?
So let me get this straight. So Alabama
has a
kid that got drafted, was in the D League, has 3 NBA contracts, and is now eligible to come back. So this is what I heard today, and I don't know how true it is. So the judge is a donor for Alabama, and his wife is an attorney who is on a case of an Alabama player. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. And now they're saying that they're trying to get a different judge to see that case.
But somebody said this yesterday. And that was, and we'll talk about Kentucky's tough loss, unbelievable blowout loss yesterday against Vandy. But one of the guys on there said it, and the guy said, hear me if I'm correct, that, okay, you may be able to play, but the NCAA is still and they can actually say he can't play in the NCAA tournament. And that don't mean they're going to, but people keep pushing the NCAA away like they don't have power. They don't have power up here, but they got it on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that I don't know. I don't know how to. And here's the problem with that is Alabama people. And you're from Mobile.
I'm from Alabama.
Yeah, you're from hot Alabama, hot Alabama. Heat stroke down there. And the bottom line is, it hurts high school kids because that's a roster spot.
Everything does. It's hurting the high school kid because to me, at some point, well, there's still a lot of teams that are still bringing in high school players.
They're gonna bring them in, but you got to understand the honor. When I say this hurting, if you recruited 20 and you got 9 transfers, that's 9 high school kids
that probably should have been on the roster as opposed to transfers.
What I mean.
Yes, I agree.
That's what I'm about. Unless you a standout, a standout player, is just blows my mind.
But there are standout players that are going into the portal, and I don't understand.
Well, some
besides they're chasing the money.
Well, you go into the portal for whatever reason you feel like you should. Oh wow, the coach yelled at me.
Yeah.
And then the coach got on me,
Yeah.
God rest his soul, who I think was an unbelievable coach. Bobby Knight will have a hard time right now. Him and Gene Cady of Purdue, and they would have a hard time right now with their answers. And the coach that who was very, very tough on his kids, the one that beat Kentucky in the Texas and Western, but they're not Texas and Western anymore. To beat Kentucky in the NCAA tournament, all black school.
Okay.
And I forget what they call it now.
Okay. Texas Tech.
It's Texas Tech?
I thought it was Texas Tech. I thought it was Texas Tech now.
Okay, I forget what it is. But anyway, he would have a hard time. My point is the coach would have a hard time. And it's just different when kids are transferring and as a coach, I'm glad, right now we're in middle school and where we going to be.
But we've always dealt with the transfer portal. We never get the kids that we're supposed to have. They always end up transferring somewhere else.
Well,
so we deal with it even at the middle school level.
That's true. You transfer where
you feel like it's best for you,
for your child, and then when they get to high school, they're not as advanced as Stan. Like I said, we prepare them for the next level. Speaking of, Takari got another offer today. Tar Heels?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Of Miami, Ohio, I think.
Oh yeah, Missile. That young man, and I was, his first cousin actually played Brooks, who played baseball at Bryant Station High School. Because I would see Fields.
I was wondering why he was at the game.
Yeah, because his first cousin, his auntie, son played.
Okay.
So it was actually pretty cool. And going back to the question at hand and the communication at hand it's kind of tough having that situation with that. It's kind of tough having that. You know what I'm saying? The Alabama kid is coming on with that. That's a little bit different in the transfer portal. They're still in college.
Yes, I mean, this guy has already, because I thought it was always a rule, a NCAA rule, that if you played any type of professional sport, that you were not allowed to play in college. Isn't that the reason why we couldn't get Ennis Canner a couple years back? Was because they said that he played professionally and then he never played for us.
He was on the bench.
Yes.
Yeah. But here's the funniest thing: in Florida plays Alabama. I think it's Sunday. I want to say it's Sunday, and they talk to the head coach. And a lot of times when you punch something up, you don't know if it's what he
don't know if it's true or not.
But what the thing made a comment is, we don't care. We're gonna beat them anyway. But he said the problem with that is when you're in college basketball, you have a certain time to declare to the NBA. Mm-hmm. Okay, once you leave your name in, you no longer can come back. That's the biggest problem. Wait a second. If that's a rule,
then how is this even a conversation?
Now, I don't know why the NCAA didn't step in on that.
Because they should have been like, no, the rule is still the rule.
The rule is still the rule. I mean,
and I don't care what no judge said. Judges don't have no jurisdiction over here.
Let's say they got something. But just in case you get a speeding ticket, but
I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying. But when it comes to the rules of the NCAA, I mean, and I get that when they ruled on it, and maybe I'm hypocritical myself because I appreciate them ruling on the revenue share and all of that type of stuff, because I do feel like the NCAA was being stingy when it comes to playing, greedy when it came to playing athletes. But on this part, I have to go with the NCAA, and maybe that's why the NCAA hasn't said anything, because they're feeling like that the power has been taken away from them anyway, because they feel like they've lost their power. So maybe that's the reason why they haven't said anything. I would love to talk to somebody from the NCAA.
But the funniest thing about that is you're not saying nothing of something that you've been in power or you've been doing something wrong.
Right.
Because if you come to the light, so does what's in your closet comes to the light.
Yeah.
That's why, with that said, I think that's what's getting me. Why ain't the NCAA
stepping in on
and saying something?
Yeah. Because even here in Kentucky, if there's an issue with transferring and stuff like that, the KSAA will step in.
Yes, they're going to step in because they're like, wait a second, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't fix that.
Or somebody snitches and goes to them and gives them facts about information, then they're going to intervene and do what they can on that. So I don't know. It's a lot. The business of sports has gotten very difficult.
Yes,
and it's very difficult to navigate at this point. And so if I don't know, I think I need to talk. I think we need to talk. Just how if we could go back again, if we had to start all over again, how would we be able to manage and navigate through this? Because it's changed in just 3 years.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
If Ty was just now getting ready to go to college, I don't know what that would look like. I think he would still get an offer to Kentucky.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's going. Well,
no matter who the coaches was.
Dane.
They still would have. Jagger. They still would. I think they still would have gotten an offer as Kentucky and still would have had the opportunities to come.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. But the ones that know they're not looking to go to the pros and they're very good, they could be very good high school, college players. I'm very fascinated about them because the elite is the elite.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to play at 3 levels. God has blessed them. Amen.
Yeah.
And they're going to play at 3 levels. My biggest thing always has to do with that one kid, because that's our coach that ends up getting a scholarship, going out to school and changing his family's life.
Absolutely.
And I always think that's pretty good.
Because I'm telling you right now, I was really hoping that Devin would be in Super Bowl this weekend.
And
he made the last name. Devin Key is a safety for the Denver Broncos.
Bryant Station.
He is the number 1 tackler on special teams in the NFL. He's an all-pro bowler for the first time this year, and made a great play in the game.
But that's a young man right there who led Western Kentucky, all-time leading tackler at Western. But nobody said nothing about him up here. I mean, we don't hear people talking about when they're talking about Kentucky.
Players out of Kentucky.
He represents Kentucky.
He represents Kentucky.
He went to Western Kentucky. So
yes.
If he went to UK, everybody would know his name.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, in Bowling Green, Kentucky, they know his name. But overall, you want that, if he goes to Western, if he goes to Moorhead, if he goes to Mary, if he goes to Louisville, just give your Kentucky kids their props when they do what they do.
Give them their props.
That's 100% factual.
That part.
So So
That part.
well, I guess.
So where are you going? Because Mr. Brown's talking UK basketball.
Well, Mr. Brown, we trying to hold that off as long as we could. I've got my notes here. Believe it or not, I got notes, and we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there, Mr. Brown, because the legend. We missed you. Only one comment last week, and we need you for this because you keep us on our toes and give us the information and make us look good. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you and love.
Oh, I like what you just said right here. You said what tilted sports was COVID-19. People are saying what difference does it make just to live and enjoy life? And that is why sports and everything has changed. So you're saying not just sports, but everything has changed because COVID just gave people a different perspective on life. Period. So you just got to get what you can get and live how you can live, and because you just don't know.
Well, okay.
That's a good perspective. I like that perspective.
I mean, I like that. And if I say something, that means I'm contradicting myself. It's sort of like I said this to someone earlier today. It's like you go into the bedroom. I got my tuxedo on, and I'm looking good, and then you come out and I say you look good, but that's going to ruin you look good. So I'm not taking anything what Mr. Brown is saying, but the desperate mindset of sports has to stop, because that seems like what we're in, a desperate mindset. We're allowing certain things to go on that's not right. I get it. It's not right. There's no reason a 28-year-old should be playing.
No reason.
I mean,
ain't no
sorry.
reason. I'm not 7-8 years. I'm 8 years.
I'm going back to that. I get certain things. I really do.
Yes.
But there are certain things, just because you do it doesn't mean it's right.
Right. I mean, there's a reason why even in high school, there's an age limit.
Yes. I mean, you can.
I mean, if that's the case, everybody be holding your kid back. Yeah.
I mean, you got some of them
that do that.
Mountains, they hold them back, and they're 2 days before the deadline, because they know what the deadline is, and they hold the kids back. I remember Cody Jones, who's one of my good friends, played special team fullback linebacker for Moorhead, and also came to the University of Kentucky. He was a super standout athlete where he was from in Whitley County. I said Corbin. I'm in Whitley County, and then I found out his age because he became a teacher, and I was like, "How old are you?" And trust me, he was right at that month,
right,
maybe days of turning 21 and still in high school. I mean, he was like 20, going on a few months, and he said that's the only way we can compete is hold 2 years back. Because 2 years in high school makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
I mean, 1 year in middle school.
1 year in middle school makes a difference.
Huge difference. So,
hey, Stacy, I sent you the link.
Hey, Stacy, sent you the link.
Oh, Stacy be having me rolling. Do you hear me? She got some good stuff to talk about. So proud of Ty, and I love and appreciate you. But of course, Mr. Brown, you are our guy.
Thank you for that love. Okay. Let's go, Mr. Brown's thing. Okay, this is what caught up to UK yesterday. All right, this is what caught up.
UK basketball.
UK basketball.
Okay.
The males.
Okay,
this is what caught up to them. They start slow. Now, here's what I'm saying. I'm not telling Coach Spoke what to do. I mean, I met great guy. I knew him when he played. Great guy. I'm a fan. But here's the problem. He needs to put him in the locker room. Make them do 100 up downs. Make them do.
You don't make nobody do up down.
Wait a second, I'm almost done now. Make them do 100 up downs. All right. Make them do. You don't want to do too many push-ups because that causes the arms to get tight and they're shooting, like baseball. Make them do jumps, jumping jacks and jumps. Not really jumping jacks, but jump high.
Burpees.
Burps. Yeah, little burps. Yeah, thank you. Little burps. Throw a little planks in there, running in place. Have them have a sweat. Let them go out of the locker room before the game. Don't go on the court. Go in the hallway, come back, give your halftime speech. Hear me now. Give your halftime speech, and then let them go out in the first half.
Gotcha.
Because now they got to sweat. They're moved around. They got a little tired because the first half of the University of Kentucky, tell me if I'm wrong, Mr. Brown, we look horrible. And we think every game were horrible.
Horrible.
Every game. Send him a link in a minute.
Well, you know my
high school. I need to talk high school basketball.
Okay, because I got Stacy on. Because we get ready to talk NFL and here in a minute.
All right, we're live, and she's gonna send you a link, and then I will text you when I need you to come on. All right. So we'll get ready. High school basketball. Okay. All right, buddy. Thanks.
Text it over.
Yeah. So, we got some gurus on.
We got some gurus that's getting ready to come on today because my girl Stacy gonna be put. Stacy on point with us. That's our girl.
That's our girl, but she got a little problem with my Niners, and I'm glad she's on so I can get this out open out of the air. Stacy, I see you. Yeah, Don't duck. I see you. Go ahead, Brett.
Oh, what'd you say? No, just what'd you say, Mr. Brown? Not just COVID-19, just sudden death, the uncertainty of the world. People are just interested in living and enjoying life. Is different for sure. Amen. Absolutely. It's just different for sure. Just a different perspective on life.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Let's throw this real quick. Stacy, you give us 1 second. We need to talk about our lady cats. Okay.
Mr. Brown, I'm gonna tell you the only reason why the Lady Cats have lost the last 3 games is because Tiana Key is injured. Okay, she is the key.
Okay, but here's the thing about that. That's why you were good.
They were good because the 3 of them were good.
No.
She made them other 2 look good.
What did I tell you when McCaffrey got hurt for the 49ers? We're gonna lose. And everybody else was healthy. When he got hurt,
it was a wrap.
You can do X's and all you want to, but you need your McCaffreys and Keys.
You need your McCaffreys and Keys. Okay. There's certain players that once they get injured, it's a wrap. You just not getting ready to win.
All right, because Kentucky loses to Vandy. Kentucky's 14-7, 5-3 overall. They do play Arkansas. Ooh, they play them on Saturday.
Is that here or there?
It's at Arkansas. And then the ladies are 17-5. Ranked 18th. They're 4-4 in the conference, and they play Arkansas on Sunday at 2 p.m. So we got a Saturday Arkansas, we got a Sunday Arkansas. So I'm excited about that.
You said Coach Brooks is also losing close games, but he's losing close games because he doesn't have the 3 of them on the court at the same time. And Tiana Key almost won that game against LSU almost by herself because of her hustle, because of her grit, and the other 2 aren't as aggressive as she is. And to me, they don't have the skill that Tiana has either.
Yeah,
they're good, but they're not as aggressive or athletic as Tiana. And so we lose our athleticism with Tiana not being on the court. So yeah. Anyway, Coach, before we go to high school, let's go to football because it's so much mess going on at football. It ain't even funny. So I'm gonna let y'all.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this. Well, hold on. We might bring O on early because he is a Stacy.
Oh, he's bang not a game too. Oh my God.
So I might slip you on a little bit early because Stacy's gonna say something about us. I mean, she's very intelligent now. Hey, make sure you get that encyclopedia ready. I'm just telling you, our level's up here.
I'm bringing Stacey.
Bring Stacey on.
Stacey.
Hey, Coach. Happy Wednesday.
Oh, make sure your mic's on.
Can you hear me?
It's on. I hear you. We hear you.
So let me say this first. I do agree with Mr. Brown when he said about what COVID-19 is. I say this all day, every day, that we get one of these life to live. And if COVID didn't teach us anything, it did teach us to appreciate life for anything. So I am glad that he did say that.
He's amazing.
Yes. But Coach, I don't have anything against the Niners. I have said it all season that In spite of all the injuries they had, that's the only team that can have 13 players out and still find a way to win.
I'm
I have
just messing.
said it. I have
That's
said
what we
it.
said. That's what I've
I heard
always
you.
said too.
I've
I know, no,
said it. Like y'all have had all these injuries and found a way to win.
but I had to build it up because I've heard you say it.
Yeah. Now it ain't gonna be the team that I pick to win all the time, but I'm just saying,
And
y'all found a way to win.
your team is
My team is the Cleveland Browns,
And your
the
college
Ohio
team,
State University.
okay. Now I have a question, and a real quick question. What do you feel about the Titans taking y'all former coach and he got a job like that? I was shocked.
You mean the Falcons?
The Falcons, excuse me, if I think correctly. Thank you.
Good luck to the Falcons. So this is my thing, Coach. I wanted Kevin gone last year. So everybody was making an issue out of it this year because Shador came to Cleveland this year. So they wasn't following Cleveland until Shador came to Cleveland. I was calling for Kevin last year because his play calling had become into question. And it was a whole lot of other things, and I was ready for him to go. So good luck to the Falcons. Kevin was a two-time coach of the year. He came, he took us to the playoff twice. He was with us for 6 years. We didn't have all bad years, but he checked out, we checked out, and he ran his course with Cleveland. So I wish the Falcons all the best with him. And let them do what they do. Am I happy about our new coach? Absolutely not.
Okay, and I'm gonna go with the greatest question that causes you to go. We get some feedback. I don't know why.
yeah, I know.
Why?
I don't know.
No, I don't mean the feedback. I mean, but why are you not happy with y'all's new coach?
Oh, so why am I not happy with our new coach? He was here before. And when he was here before, he wasn't loyal to the team or to the guys that he was responsible for coaching. So
So he was
he
a
would be,
former head coach or former coach?
he was a OC for us before.
Yes. Okay, I didn't think he was a head coach. I know he
No,
was.
he was an OC. He was here in 19 and 20. And when he was here in 19 and 20, before games, he would be talking to other players and coaches from opposite teams, talking about, the play calling and how horrible the Browns organization was and blah, blah, this, and the other. So for that reason alone, I have an issue with that. Why come back? You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm a loyalty person. I am very loyal to the people that I am loyal to. And
Yeah.
so it was the same owners then, much of the same people then when you were here. So that is a problem for me.
Well,
Um
if you saw the right front of me, the gentleman that's actually in the waiting room, and he'll be on in a few minutes. Ozar knows. I love him, but he has loyalty to me, and I have it to him. Loyalty means everything to me.
everything,
I mean,
everything for
I
him.
mean, if you're not showing me loyalty, you don't have to agree with me. Because trust me, the gentleman that's popping on in a few minutes, we argue like brothers. I mean, and then, but when we close, it's love and loyalty.
mhm. And that's where I'm at. I'm big on the people that I that are in my world. So for that, it was an issue. Then I look at, you had Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and you did nothing with the two for years. The first year you went there, you were great. And then, everybody talking about how much of an offensive guy you are, but you threw the ball 50 plus thousand times in an AFC championship game against KC. So I'm confused on that. And I have not seen that much of what you have done. You know. I just don't know. So no, I'm not happy at all. I'm not happy at all.
Okay, but I have a
Coach.
question. But I,
And
but
then,
I have a
our
question.
DC walked out the building today. So our DC is not happy about it at all. He telling them that he not coming back.
Okay, see, that was my next question. Is your I promise you, that was my question. Is your OC and DC happy with him? And then you just answered that.
So the OC left and went with Kevin to the Falcons.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
Y'all have
So the
announced.
DC, they interviewed him for the head coaching job.
So they didn't
But
give it to you.
he used to be the head coach for the Lions, and he
For the
wasn't
Lions.
anything with the Lions. So I never wanted him to be the head coach. I think he is very good as a DC, and I love him as a DC. I don't. They said they wanted to keep him as a DC. I was being told that part of the job was that you had to keep him as a DC, and that they were meeting with him to say, hey, if we interview these people and we go with these certain people, would you be okay with it? And then they said that once they told him who it was they were hiring, he was upset about it. He left the building and said he wasn't returning, which worries me.
But
Because he
here,
might end up as a bang bang DC. You know what I mean? So that
no, he ain't
concerns
coming.
me.
He ain't coming. Ozan was shaking his head
Ozan
too.
said, no, he ain't coming.
No, we
You
good.
know, that concerns me. Honestly, no, he really might. What might be even worse is he might go to the Ravens because he's actually from Baltimore, so he could end up going back there. But that for me, I would have been trying to say, we want you to stay here. We would have bring you in on this process and do what. But yeah, no, I don't like him. This might be the season that I take a break and visit some other stadiums. I'm gonna
Say,
save a lot of money this season.
say,
I gave my season tickets up.
say,
I did give my season tickets up. I'm not paying for season tickets, and I'm probably not gonna be traveling as much this season.
all right, Stace, you may give up your season tickets because you can buy tickets or get them free. But with that said, is your heart's too much in it. That'd be like me saying that I'm gonna follow in the now.
I'm not giving up. I'm not going to get another team. I'm just not gonna be running through the airport. And I did give my season tickets up. I'm not paying for season tickets this year.
Wow. Well,
Because I'm not paying for another stadium. That's one thing. And the tickets went up ridiculously for the product they was putting on the field.
Well, I remember y'all stadium when Ty played. We played in right down the street and went to the stadium. Y'all need a new stadium.
So I'm not negating that, but where they want to put it at and how much they want to pay for it, that's what it is. They want to move it from downtown and put it next door to the airport.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, that's what the city's fight is, where they want to put it at.
The little riverfront though is nice though.
Yeah, so the city wants them to keep it downtown and offer them areas downtown.
And the reason why, because of the vendors.
And all the hotels and everything is downtown, and people and businesses and everything is downtown, and it's in the city. Where they're moving it to is outside of the city. It's in a suburb, and it's next to It's 1.3 miles from the first runway at the airport.
Okay, but my question on the floor, I'm not in Cleveland a lot, trust me. But with that said, it's trying to remember, where are you putting it at downtown that you tear it down and
no, it was they offered them.
That's not my question.
Oh, got you.
That's not my question.
They offered them. So we have an airport downtown. Downtown, like not about maybe less than a mile from the stadium. They offered them that whole area to build still on the water, right on the other side of the where the stadium is now.
where the science center and the
Right. And so where the rock hall is, and
That's
then you
visible?
go across the street, would be right there.
Oh,
So are they building a parking? Because I'm trying to picture, and it's been a long time, so I'm wrong. I'm just trying to picture. You can build a stadium, but what people gonna park?
Where they parking at now?
Oh, I don't know. So
there's a big
So
parking
they
lot.
have parking all around there, but there's a parking lot actually already there. So
okay.
they have it built out where they could have done it, but the owners don't want it to be on their property. They want to take it further out so they can capitalize on everything.
Okay. Question answered. Thank you.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep. So
All
yeah,
right.
I agree. We do need a new stadium, but just not where they want to put it.
Right.
Well, girl, I just wanted to bring you on so that you can give us the lowdown on these coaching hires, and I know you was gonna give us at least first tips on what was going on in Cleveland, because I need to get a still. I need to get a still. I got Ozone getting ready to come on. I need a Steelers come on to see what they think about they new coach.
I think that is absolutely insane too. I don't think he gonna ride off into the sunset and get him all the many years that they give him. But they in my division, so I hope that they tank out. And that they don't get maximized and they do get what they got out of him in Dallas as well.
Well, here's what's going to happen with the Steelers, from my opinion, and those are, when you come on, please respond as well if you agree. It's going to be like the Dallas Cowboys. At one time, the Dallas Cowboys had 3 coaches. Now they got 20. Okay, and the Steelers has 3 coaches,
and now they're getting ready to have 20.
I mean, now they about to go in that.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're about to have 20 coaches in the next 20
years.
years.
The Steelers has only been 3 coaches. At one time, the history of the Cowboys has been 3 coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And now they change them in and out like water.
Yeah.
Coach, do you think they're gonna keep Aaron Rodgers over there since McCarthy there now?
Yes. If Aaron Rodgers wants to come back, he's gonna come back. I mean, to me personally, I mean, I can't see anyone behind him. He still can throw. He just got to get weapons around him. He can't move, but he still controls his offense. And that's what people don't understand about the quarterback. That was the greatest thing about your 12. He is young, but he controlled his offense when he came in the game. And a few players, to me, when I watch Cleveland play, because they show him here, is they wasn't on board with him. That's what I saw. And then they got on board and he did a great job of controlling his offense. Because, I mean, I was a receiver. Only one person can yell at everybody, and that's the quarterback, if they respect him. Quarterback's the only person can jump in your butt unless you're Lawrence Taylor. And that's a fact. And he did that. So I think they'll keep Aaron Rodgers for that reason, my personal thing.
So our last question before we let you go is, what viable coaches are available for the Browns?
None. At this point, they all got jobs. The Browns was taking them down around the corner and around the U.S. to get a job. So by the time that they came back to the second part of the interview, them people had jobs already. So I don't know if you know that above Barry, our GM, was another person, Dee Podesta, that just quit. And that was Haslam's right hand that was calling the plays. He came from baseball. Now he's gone back to baseball. But while he was here, he put in, he's a stats driven person. So he put in all of these policies and procedures. And part of it was the hiring process. So in order to get hired as a coach, they had to write an essay, they had homework, they had to take a personality test, they had to do all of these things to get hired as a coach for the Cleveland Browns. So by the time they went through all this process and they went and interviewed other places, they had other jobs. By the time they came back for the second interview, you had homework to complete. Ain't nobody doing all that to get to coach the Cleveland Browns.
Well, I don't know. I would do it. I mean, to be I'm saying.
I mean, it's just
it's only 30.
How bad you want to? Yeah, how bad you want to be a head coach?
It's an amazing job. It's a life-changing job as a head coach. You're gonna get paid. If it don't work out, if you're in their circle, you're gonna get another job. It's the only. I mean, the head coach football job in the NFL is so critical. It's amazing. To be in the limelight of the American people and non-American outside the United States, you want that job, because if you get that job, you got a chance to get another job.
And you can go be a coordinator and get paid well as well, and not have to write an essay, go through a personality test, and do homework for that.
But hold on, let me say you this: to go in the NFL, people don't realize they do that too. When you come in as a rookie, you have to fill out an IQ test. You got to write an essay. I mean, when Ty leaves UK, he's got to fill out an essay, do an IQ test, and there's another test that they call a character test. So
some of them testing they not doing too well on these players, but I digress.
I'm just saying.
I digress.
Hey, question before we let you go. Last question: who wins the Super Bowl?
Seahawks.
Okay, now, Stacey, this is a pen. I put it in writing. That's it.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
All right,
baby. Thank you for coming on.
Y'all have a good evening. Love you.
Hey, thank you, Stacey.
Thank you for coming on.
You know, I just like giving you grief. I heard you say it a million times about my Niners, and I appreciate that.
That's my girl. Oh Lord! Hey, Atisha, coach. That was who we had on last week.
Yes.
Ozone, bang bang, Niner gang.
What up,
bang
Joe?
bang?
What up? Hey, I appreciate you.
Thank you for being
back.
Yeah, thank you for being patient.
The only time you don't communicate when you're having a barbecue at your house with Mr. Terri Bryant, he don't invite us.
Are we still going through this?
Yes, baby. He had barbecue. And what does God rest his soul? Tupac say, "We all family. It's barbecue. We all family." Okay. I'm gonna go over your head. I'm gonna talk to your wife. I'm not gonna talk to you anymore.
Hey, before we get started, I got two issues.
Can you turn on a light?
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Let me get to that. But let me get my issues off first.
Okay.
One, the first one is about UK basketball. If everybody is Big Blue Nation, why doesn't everybody support the women the way they support the men? You have a top 10 program in the women, and you can't even sell out Memorial Coliseum.
Yes,
but
I saw that.
But you let Arkansas come in here and Rupp Arena will be filled out. I went to the game. I went to the Texas game the other night with the weather coming in, and Rupp Arena still had 20,000 people in there.
It was packed, wasn't it? Even with the bad weather.
And you have a legitimate top 10 basketball team with the women, and you can't get anybody to come in.
Light.
He's putting on light. He's getting in.
Thank you. Now we can see your pretty self.
Yeah, but you can't get anybody to come out there and support these women who is a legit top 10 program, and which is asinine to me.
I was going to say, because they would still be top 10 if Tiana didn't get hurt.
Well, okay. Let me say this, and me and the wife get in these conversations about this, and I said all the time, okay, if it's a baseball game going on, I'm in the stands. She ain't in the stands, and I love how you said that. When they talk about Big Blue Nation. Big Blue Nation means more than one program. It means all the programs. So when you say that, that's what I'm saying, is how you presented that is Big Blue Nation. Nation doesn't mean one. And people need to support that, and I totally agree with that. But I say sometimes people like what they like. And unless they're playing someone, I mean, I'm just saying in general.
I get it.
And people, it's not good. It's not bad. It's sort of like the same thing. It took the men's baseball program to get a chance to host the World Series before it finally sold out, and they were winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying it sold out after they started winning.
Just call it Big Basketball Nation then. Don't call it Big Blue Nation.
But I don't. But we were at a couple of the girls' volleyball games, and I don't think volleyball sells out every. I mean, and they ball.
They were the number 3 team in the country.
Number 3 team in the nation.
Yeah.
And
they won a championship recently.
They went to the
Final Four. They were in the championship game and lost to Texas A&M.
Yes.
Yeah. So, man.
And I think they were Final Four last year and won it the year before that.
Yeah. Like the women's volleyball team is one of the best teams in the
last 4 or 5 years. Yes.
Yeah.
And wait a minute. And they've won the SEC 9 times in a row consecutively.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it's 9. It's either 7 or 9. One of them.
I think it's 7.
Or 7 in a row. They won the last 7 consecutive SEC championships.
Yeah. Okay. My second issue is at the NFL.
Oh my goodness, it's a mess.
Okay, it was 10 job openings.
Yes, I done lost count of all of them. 7 has been hired by whites. Robert Saleh got a job at the Titans.
And there's 2 left, and no African Americans has been hired for these positions. So you mean to tell me there's not 10 qualified offense, defense coordinators or special team coaches that's African American, that's able to lead any of these football programs, you know what I'm saying, to be their head coaches?
Well, let's not get it twisted. I mean, it's like when I watch basketball and I see every 90% of the schools, or I'm going to say 85% of the schools with head white coaches and all assistant black coaches. And when you watch the NFL, they may have a head coach, but their offensive, or in most of them, their defense coordinators are black. He's usually black. And OC, meaning offense, means you have to think more. It's usually a white offensive coordinator. Am I wrong?
I knew you was going there. I knew you before you.
But how many offensive black coordinators are in the NFL?
Well, there's
Probably
one that's
3.
been out there, and he's won a championship, and he can't even get a job. He has to volunteer for the Colorado, and he has not came up on not one coaching job, not even as an offensive coordinator.
Eric Bieniemy?
No, I'm talking about Byron Leftwich.
Oh yeah, Leftwich. Yeah, that's crazy work.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
And it must be something we don't know. I mean, they not give him a chance.
But what they tell us is they don't interview well.
What that mean?
What does that mean?
Quote unquote interview well.
The thing is, I'm gonna say this on a performer, and then we get to the other subjects. But on the performer, if you showed up to a high school, college, pros, and watched Mark Higgs in practice, he couldn't make a high school team. He would have made a college team. He would have made an NFL team. But he made all 3 because his performance on Friday nights, Saturday nights, and Sunday was better than the average Bear. And that's what Lester does. He's better than the average Bear on Sunday nights.
This
Monday
man
nights,
has
or
a Super Bowl championship.
Well, Eric Bieniemy has 3, and he still can't get one.
But they rehired Eric Bieniemy.
Well, he left to go be an offensive coordinator somewhere else. Then I think he went to UCLA or something. Then
that didn't work out.
Then he went to Chicago and was a running backs coach. Now he's back at Kansas City.
Which he should have left Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
But you mean to tell me this man, after he worked with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, he couldn't be a head coach in the NFL anywhere?
Yeah.
Come on. What are we doing?
What are you doing?
And then I think it kind of goes back to you're basing it off of an interview. He's a football coach.
Exactly. So those are my two issues I have with the NFL and
his presentation, like you said, Stacey, his presentation or his delivery. I don't know. He's a football coach, so I'm probably not a very good interviewer. Because I'm going to ask you, what are y'all bringing to the table?
Well, the interview.
Look at my track record, though. Look at my
track record of what I'm doing. I mean, I don't.
But the interview, it's like, remember, me older than both of y'all, but the interview was based on ACT test. Okay, if you don't think like they want you to think in an ACT test, you have all A's.
Yeah, standardized work doesn't work for us.
It doesn't. What I'm getting at is not just us, but any human being. Some people just doesn't know the answer to what you're looking for, because you have to learn to answer questions
based on
what they're looking for.
Yeah,
and that's what makes you a certain way. He doesn't, but guess what he does? He does X's and O's fantastic. He makes me as like a defensive coordinator mind lose my mind going, oh my gosh, how do you slip that in? And he's amazing with that. He's amazing with that.
And then I saw, and even recently I saw some footage of him on Facebook, and it looked like he did a great job of keeping players held accountable.
Yeah.
Because he was a very disciplinary.
It seemed like he was very disciplined, and I can't remember. It might have been. I can't remember who it was. It was
Washington. It was Washington.
Washington.
They didn't like that.
And but he was holding him accountable. Like, what did I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
But it made him a better player because of that.
Yeah. And another thing, Stacey, I call you a Cleveland Browns can't get right. It was an awful hire. It was awful. And I thought Cleveland just rebuilt that stadium. I just thought Cleveland just had a new stadium. That stadium's not that old.
It must have got did it get remodeled? I don't know, because I think it's been there.
They built a new stadium, but I don't think that building's like more than 15 or 20 years old. That's not a very old building.
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, Stacey, you have to tell us.
No, I'm gonna find out.
Well, what did you think about the Steelers hire?
Awful. Because the way the Steelers always did business, or the way they hired their coaches, they hired Bill Cowher at 35. They hired Mike Tomlin at 35. They said they hired Chuck Noll at 32, 33. Yes. And then you go hire a 62-year-old. You go
hire a 60-something-year-old.
Yeah.
So you plan on him not being there.
Yes, exactly.
But that's what Cisco was just talking about, that they're getting ready to be like the Cowboys and have 50-11 coaches for the next 10 years.
To answer y'all's question, is 26 years old.
Oh, like we went to the stadium a couple years ago when the 49ers
they did some changes to it.
Yeah.
But overall stadium is 26 years old. It's sort of like the same thing they did with Green Bay. They sort of updated. It's sort of like you do a house. You update the faucets. You update the bathroom. Okay, but the overall structure could be longer. If I mean, like people redesigned their kitchen to make it more 2025, 26, excuse me. So when we went to Cleveland, and I'm looking at, it's sort of like what we did when we went to, what was we at? And there's Tennessee, University of Tennessee. Horrible.
They need a new stadium.
Horrible.
It's raggedy. You could
tell I think Neyland Stadium is like almost 80 years old.
Yeah. You can tell it's 80 years old. They have not updated.
They haven't updated anytime soon in my generation. And I don't mean my age, I mean generation. When you started learning football when you're 12 to 15 years of age. So with that said, all right, you got something you want to ask me real fast? So what? Or should I go on?
Who you got this Sunday?
Yeah, I was gonna do that at the end. Okay, who you got this Sunday?
Nobody. Nobody. Look, Listen. I don't want the Patriots to get too far away from the 49ers in the Super Bowl chase because they already have 6. We have 5. And Seattle's our arch nemesis.
Yeah,
I'm for the Patriots.
You for the Patriots?
And I'm for the Patriots. I told the wife why. This is why. This is not the Patriots that everybody keeps talking about, their 6th Super Bowl. Ain't nobody still on the team. Ain't no only person that's still there from that generation. It's the owner.
And the head coach.
Well, Vrabel, McDaniels, and Kraft.
No, I get it. What I'm getting at is that's a totally different generation. Yeah. Just like the Niners win the Super Bowl, that has nothing to do with Clark and Montana, Young. That's a totally different generation. And so with the Patriots, I'm just happy how I want them to win it so they quit talking about Belichick and Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, the only reason why they win. That's why I want them to win it.
Okay. You said a name that sparked something. What do you think about Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame first ballot?
That's some bullshit.
That's some bull. I don't care about the cheating.
Bullshit.
I don't care about whatever else he got. He still has.
Name who didn't cheat. Lombardi didn't cheat.
He still should have. Yeah,
Landry didn't cheat.
He still should have got
cheat. Bill Walsh didn't cheat. Bill Walsh didn't cheat.
Hey,
Bill Belichick should have been on the first ballot.
Landry probably didn't cheat. I'm sorry, Landry. He didn't cheat.
Landry didn't cheat.
Landry be like Jerry Claiborne. They didn't cheat. So I can't say that. But that is the most. What's the word that our grandparents would say? That's trifling.
Trifling.
Yeah, that's awful. That's bad, man. And for the people who did not vote for that, man, they need to get their votes taken away from them.
It just proves that people are just.
And I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I'm so sick of people having all this power.
How he did it. You gotta understand, when I tell kids this in 2 different ways, and you can relate to it as an educator in the school system. Okay, when that student acts up, you say to that student, whoa, you better relax. I know you're leaving and go to high school. You know they're friends with that high school teacher. And that's what people don't understand. Those people didn't vote for him were probably all in a circle.
Yeah, definitely.
They were all in a circle and they all agreed not to communicate.
And they all agreed to not do it.
People forget that. They're not on an island by themselves.
Yeah.
Just like if I yell at an official and his best friend is officiating my next game, I can always tell. Mm-hmm. I can always tell because they're buddies.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? So Tom Brady can't get in first ballot or Bob Kraft can't get in.
Brady what?
If Belichick didn't get in, Bob Kraft and Brady shouldn't get in the first round either.
Because they're all part of the same train.
Absolutely. But watch Brady get in first round. Stacey. Watch he get in on the first ballot that he's eligible, he will get in.
I don't understand, and I'm gonna answer.
Is Kraft is already in?
No, Kraft's not in yet.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna say it again. That's the most in my life.
It's a tragedy.
Understanding sports and truly understanding sports when I became a grown man and stopped playing it and started coaching it and paying more attention to it. That's the most. I can't believe that. I can't. I mean, number one, there's got to be a football named after him. I mean, I'm not a Patriots fan by no means, and because what he did as a head coach, who gets the credit and also gets the negative, what he did as a head coach and making the right decisions, because he was a GM too, right? And he made the right decision to bring certain players on at a certain time. Bringing Randy Moss, who was with the Niners and didn't do very well, goes up to the Patriots
and balls out.
No, he came from the Raiders.
He came from the Raiders. Okay, yeah. He went to the Raiders and then the Niners. I mean, and then the Patriots.
No, he went to the Raiders. He went to the Raiders. No, he was at the Raiders, went to the Patriots, then went to the 49ers.
Oh, he came to the 49ers at the end. Okay, I thought it was the other way around. Yeah. Okay, thank you for correcting me on that. I appreciate it. But I can't not believe that. But anyway, Anyway,
But I'm gonna take Seattle because I love their defense. Their defense is crazy.
But I think everything, the special teams, I
Yeah.
mean, I just think all
you ain't
around the
winning at home,
offense,
Seattle.
everything, I think they're just on point.
I like
Man,
that kid Shaheed too. Number 22, Shaheed for Seattle. That kid's nice. I
Oh, that
like.
came from the Saints.
Yeah, that was a huge pickup for Seattle.
Our guy, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yes.
Who
Well,
was he pick up?
Oh,
had the sticky Cowboys thing. Had the sticky Cowboys in there.
Somebody signed. What did Stacey say?
11 years with Dallas.
Okay. All right, somebody signed. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all Cowboys haters, I ain't studying
Ain't
y'all.
nobody no cowboy haters.
I ain't studying.
Y'all, hey, y'all, the Cowboys, I'm gonna sell it and keep your thought, Q. Q. Hey, here it is. The Cowboys give us material. Like,
I agree.
Would love y'all. When he first came out as a comedian, he just went to stage and cracked on people in the stands, out in the seats. The Cowboys give us material to say something negative.
Always giving us material.
Oh, what happened?
There we are. What gets me is she'll hear me whining about Tony Romo acting like he knows everything. And I was like, see, Ty doesn't, I'm going to bring the son up. He doesn't get it because Ty gave him a compliment. I said, Ty, you was too young to see him play. He was horrible. He made stupid mistakes all the time. Now he's on the TV acting like he knows every
like he got 7 Super Bowls.
I have to turn the volume down with him.
Yes.
I cannot listen to him.
I can't listen to him because we saw him play.
Yeah.
Quit acting like this person.
He acting like he got 7 Super Bowl rings like Tom Brady do. And that's not true.
None.
And he's got none.
Between him
cost them
and
how
what's
many?
my boy's name? Them two give me a headache. Him and the kid that used to be a quarterback for Ohio State. He's always on CBS. He's big time now. He's on NFL now.
Wow.
He was a quarterback for Ohio State. He does a color. What's his name?
No idea.
You're a Michigan fan. He played against you.
Man, Troy Smith?
No.
You talking about Hurt Street?
Yeah, Hurt Street.
Same thing.
He was a duty quarterback, and now he knows everything.
Yeah. But his son's at Michigan, so it's all good.
That's what I thought. They hated him now. He can't come back. But anyway, let's do this real quick. You got work tomorrow?
No. Well, yeah, I do, but we what I'm saying, we don't have kids, so it's all good.
Okay, because you got me the other day, a few months ago, and I was like, pick up your phone, man. You say, B, I'm at work.
Chris Collinsworth gets on her nerves too, along with Romo.
Romo gets on her. You know who the best one that they took off that I love that just gives the information smoothly? The tight end that used to be with the Carolina.
He's on the second team on Fox.
He was first. Yeah. And then they gave Brady his job. But what was his name? Olsen. They played for the
Greg Olsen.
Yeah. To me, he just gives information.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't act like he was the greatest thing on this earth. And I guess some people like that. But anyway, let's go to high school basketball.
Yeah,
and big things is showing up to every game, and I see you doing that. I mean, you even acknowledged me as you was on the air, and you just smile like, Coach, I'm on the air. And that's why I quit talking. But anyway, big things. If anybody don't know who that is, you got to check them out. They keep you up to date on everything.
On all the local sports in Lexington.
Oh my gosh, in the interviews and everything that they do.
That's why we don't do any on here.
That's why we don't.
They cover all the local sports,
and we mention it quite often. If you want,
if y'all want all the details, go to big things.
We say it every show.
We'll mention it, but we don't go into detail like Big Things Kentucky. That's what they do. Don't ask us for nothing about that. Go to Big Things Kentucky to get about all the local sports. They're gonna keep you up with most of the local
outside of Lexington. My question on the floor outside of Lexington, is Madison Central that good?
Madison Central is the truth. They have 2 stars, and then their role players accept their roles and know what to do.
Are they a shooting team, or what do they do?
They do it all. It's like they have shooters, they have bigs. I mean, the only one thing I would say that they don't have is their lack of depth. They only play 6.5 players. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, they have everything to win the region.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what caught my attention, babe. What caught my attention is I was looking at the score in my office. I'm sitting in my office. I'm saying, okay, who's playing tonight? And I punched up Madison Central, Bryant Station, and whoever. No, it's Henry Clay. And
don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Boss, I went, what? What? They beat Henry Clay by what?
48.
Yes, babe. What? I went, no, I'm not trying to be funny. I went, I've watched Henry Clay play 4 times this year.
They beat Douglas.
And I'm watching Henry Clay play 4 times this year, and I'm going, are they that real? That's the first question I wanted to ask you.
I'm telling you, man, they are that good. Now, Douglas had an opportunity to beat them last week. Douglas had an opportunity to beat them, but some plays here and there. But Feldhouse went off. He had 32 and 21.
And what is his
points? Say that again.
What's his classification? Senior, junior?
Oh, he's a senior.
He's a senior. Okay.
Yeah. He had 32 points and 21 rebounds. So the kid is nice. They have another kid named Luke Asher. He's a senior. They're like I said, man. Those kids. And Coach Feldhouse has got a team down there, man. They're legit. Well, we have them number 1 in our rankings this week. So they're legit. They're definitely legit.
So
wow.
So what is
oh wow. What's the Catholic them doing? Because normally they're up there. Is it Catholic or Christian?
It's Catholic. Catholic.
Okay.
They play in the 42nd. I think is what it is.
Yeah.
I think we're in the 43rd. They're in the 42nd.
Yeah.
Then that district over there is not real tough. So Catholic is on.
Always. That's why they always win their district.
Yep, because Lafayette's down, Dunbar's down, Christian is down, and Taste Creek, they have some pieces, but I don't think anybody's going to be Catholic over in that district.
Gotcha. But let's see, Dunbar's got a new coach. What's this Coach Stanford's second year?
Yes, it's Coach Stanford's second year over there.
Yeah, this is his second year. And then who's at Taste Creek? They got a new coach too, don't they?
Oh, this ain't his
coach
third year?
The coach over at Taste Creek's been there for a couple of years because he took over for Gerard Gay.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so he's been over there a couple of years.
Okay, going back to Coach Stanford at Lafayette. Last year was his first year. I thought that was his second. Okay, I was wrong. Okay.
Like I said, that district over there, Catholic should just walk through that district. I mean, basketball is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The ball can bounce here, bounce there. But just going off of what we've seen from all the teams over there, Catholic may be the best team in that district over there. Now the district is the 42nd with Henry Clay, Bryant Station, Frederick Douglass, Scott County, and Sayre. That's probably the best district in the state of Kentucky.
So how's Sayre looking? You didn't mention them yet.
Sayre lost a lot last year.
A lot.
Yeah, they lost a whole lot. they're not as good as they have been in the previous 2 years, but they're capable of winning a game in the district in the district tournament because the way it's looking. Well, really, we don't know how it's looking because all those teams are beating up on each other. Like, who would have thought after Henry Clay got beat by 48 to Madison Central, they come back and beat Douglas, but they lose to Bryant Station by 5.
Right.
But Frederick Douglass beats Bryant Station.
Yeah.
And so any night?
Yeah.
So, is that what you coach?
Like you said, depends on how the ball bounces.
Yeah, and who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Because Scott County has a new coach, Sean Wood, down there. They're I think they're 2-3 in the district. They've beaten Henry Clay. You know, so that night in and night out, you don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Who's hot? Who has a high end? Who's hitting that night? That's good. Oh, Mr. Brown, Feldhouse is at Madison Central, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's at Madison Central. That's why they're good.
Yeah, and it's tough to go down there and play in Richmond at Madison Central. It's tough.
Now, is it his sister or cousin or what? Who's the female coach for Moorhead?
Oh, that's his daughter. That's Coach Feldhouse's daughter. She coaches
Feldhouse's daughter.
Yeah, she coaches the women down at Moorhead.
So Feldhouse, is this his son that's on the team, or is this a grandson?
No, that's his nephew. That's Darren Feldhouse's son.
His nephew.
Yeah, that's his nephew.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know all the dynamics of the family dynamics.
But they say he's a better golfer. They say he's a better golfer than he is basketball. Yeah,
I can see that.
So, my next question: do you know anything about where I'm from, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Warren Central? Because to my understanding, all of my BG perps down there are telling me that Warren Central is the team. It's actually very good. Do you know anything about them?
They will be back at Rupp.
Okay.
Oh, I think they're in the 5th region down there.
Yes.
Yeah, the 5th region.
They'll take the region. They'll be back at Rupp.
Yeah, I think we had them number 6 in our ranking this week. 5th or 6th in our 5th or 6th in our ranking. I know they're definitely top 10. They're killing it down there.
Okay, so what's GRC doing?
GRC, they're nice. They're, like I said, they're gonna walk through that 10th region. Well, hold on, no, they're not gonna walk through that 10th region because Montgomery County is good.
Oh, I heard Montgomery County got a new coach and everybody didn't transfer to Montgomery County.
That's a whole nother story. That's something we have to talk about off air. But they just got a kid that they had the problem with. He just got eligible yesterday, day before yesterday.
Like
so he just got But they have a kid down there, Tice. I can't think of his last name. I want to say Simpson, but I know it's not his last name.
Okay.
The kid that played at Morton a few years ago, that kid is legit. Like, he's legit. And they have a guard down there is real nice too. So Montgomery County it's going to be Montgomery County and GRC in that 10th region championship game.
Okay. Well, a team right now that's, if I am correct, unless they lost again, they only lost one game so far, and it's Covington Catholic. The last time I looked, they were 19-1. Is their record blemished, or is it they're good?
No, they're good. They're beating teams by 35 points a game. They are good. They're legit good. They're legit good.
Okay.
They played up in, I think I want to say, the King of the Bluegrass. No, it wasn't King of the Bluegrass. They played. Can't think of it right off the top of my head. They finished real well, and I think the only loss I think they have is the Saint X, maybe. If I'm not mistaken, it's either a Saint X or a team from out of state.
Because Saint X right now, if I am correct, I could be wrong based on the weather. Can't keep up if they're playing or not. And I only go by Fayette County. You know, you look at Cubs then you look at Saint X, who last time I looked, they was 15-5.
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of their football players play basketball, and we know how dominating their athletic their football team was. So what do you know about them?
They have 2 sophomores down there are legit. They can go.
Oh, sophomores.
Yeah,
The
they're
true
sophomores.
football players. Are they football players that play in basketball, or
No, these are 2 straight basketball players.
straight players? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're as advertised. They beat Mail, who's a top 15 team the other night. I think they beat them by 20 points. Like they can go. And Mail is good.
Yeah, and I say that because I go by Bowling Green High. I can always tell what kind of basketball program they're going to have based on their football program, and that's what I was talking about St. X, because their football team was loaded. They had talent everywhere, and then you transfer that to basketball, you get the same results overall. And like Bowling Green's football program, a lot of injuries, and they're struggling this year, so. It just goes hand in hand. That's all I mean when I'm talking about St. X.
I'm gonna give you another team to keep an eye on down your way, down at Western Kentucky area, down at Bluegrass. Is Caverna. Yes, they just got a kid eligible, probably 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he got eligible right before the Christmas break.
Yeah, it was. I know. It was after the Catholic tournament.
Yeah, before Christmas break. Well, during Christmas break. Let me say that. Yeah, it was during Christmas break.
He's a 6'6" kid, and Caverna's already long and big. So just keep an eye out for them. Caverna's good. Right now we don't have him ranked. I think they're still trying to mix him into the mix, get him into the mix and stuff like that. But they're going to be good.
Okay. Gotcha. What about the girls?
It's Sacred Heart, GRC, Assumption, and I'm gonna tell you another team.
What's the other private school that's pretty good?
Is Sacred Heart, Assumption.
Is Assumption? That's the private.
That's the private school.
That's actually very good this year.
Yeah, they beat GRC a couple weeks ago in double overtime.
Yes.
And I know Erica's already talked to you about that. Coach
Jackson. We were talking that at lunch. Yeah. And you mentioned them. And I said, whoa, another private school? And she said, we got to deal with that all the time. We never know who they're going to get. It's sort of like being in football and basketball for Covenant Catholic. You don't know who's coming to their program.
If anyone's paying attention to girls basketball, look out for Callaway County. They're 21-0, 22-0, and they have wins against 6 top 25 teams that's in our girls rankings this week. So Callaway County is real good. Cooper, I think we have as our number 1 team. They're good. They beat Sacred Heart earlier this year.
And so what does Cooper do that makes them number 1 in y'all's ranking? Are they big and long, or are they just fast?
Well, they're a Northern Kentucky team, and they like to slow it down, and it's what they do. They're gonna pack it down and play defense. They can get out and run when need, but they're a typical Northern Kentucky team where they're just gonna pack it in and play defense.
Okay.
Cool. So it looks like Frederick Douglass is still the best in our region.
Easy.
11.
Easy. Jaylee Knowles and Tamia Wade, the dynamic duo over there.
And they're still young.
I think they have two. They have 2 seniors that start.
Yeah, and the rest of them are young.
Yes, like Knowles is a junior. Wade is a sophomore.
And that's funny because my man Mobley, he's got to be licking his chops when those seniors finally become juniors, and those sophomores or freshmen finally become juniors and seniors.
Yeah.
Because the floor is just going to get wider.
Yeah, but what's the pipeline look like? Because Leestown has been dominating, but
Those girls, and I was gonna say something about that. Those girls,
they should not be coming to Douglas.
No, they didn't. One of the girls went to Dunbar. Kylie. No,
they should be going to either Dunbar or Bryant Station.
Well, one of them went to Dunbar, and the other one went to Woodford County.
Okay, gotcha.
Not Woodford County, but Scott County.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those the two of the better girls that played at Leestown are at Dunbar and Scott County, and they're actually balling.
And Dunbar's good and young.
Yes, they're young too. Dunbar's actually young. One of them's averaging 17 a game as an 8th grader at Dunbar, and the one at Scott County, she's averaging 16 maybe. The last time I checked. So these are 8th graders balling.
They were ballers. Yes. Yeah. They were ballers.
And it's two girls at Henry Clay. One's a 7th grader and one's an 8th grader. They're getting major playing time for those schools. So the city talent is young and good. There's a lot. Even the Thomas kid
has a good team.
Who's that?
Lafayette's got some ballers.
Well, Coach, she's always gonna have
she's always gonna have a good team every year.
Now, is this her last year?
She said last year was gonna be her last year.
I thought she said last year was her last year. I know her daughter is a senior, and she's going to play. She's going is signing for softball. Matter of fact, they just removed her signing day. Okay. So yeah, I didn't know if that was gonna make a difference or not with her coming back.
But I just think it's I think what's going on right now, to my opinion, in Lexington with the basketball, it is so fun to watch now with every school. I mean, you have a few that hasn't hit that level, but at night you better come with your A game.
Expect like I want to harp back to that 42nd. You know what I'm saying? With Douglas, Bryant Station, Henry Clay, Scott County, and Sarah. They're just beating up on each other, and we haven't spoken about Bryant Station's boys, and they have a dynamic duo over there.
They do.
I call them Jordan and Pippen.
Once.
Yeah, and the way Mari's playing right now is we went down and did their game at Woodford County probably a week ago, and they put on a show down there. And the kid Amari Joyner that plays at Woodford County, you know, he's within the area. Oh my God! Oh yeah, he can go. He can go get it. He can go.
Let me ask you a question on Bryant Station, and I'm being up in the stand coach, basketball. My biggest thing is I wish that someone else on their bench will pick up their defense, so Adams doesn't have to guard the other team's number one. Because to me, the games I watch Bryant Station play, because I'm a baseball coach there. I know the babies, and he can't get in foul trouble, because if he does, Bryant Station's in trouble. I just wish someone else would step up so he does not have to guard. And people don't understand that makes a big difference when your number one big man don't have to guard their number one big man.
When I watched the Bryant Station Douglas game, the other Owens, I think it's Eli. Is it Eli or Ethan?
Chris Owens.
Chris Owens is his daddy. Okay, so there's two Owens.
Yeah, two Owens. Mari and Chris. I think his name is Chris. I'm pretty sure his name is Chris.
Okay, the other ones. Oh, we know what we're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
We know what we're talking about.
I know the dad. The dad's name is Chris. I work with him. The kid's name is either Ethan or Eli because they're twins. Yeah, he's a twin. Okay, and so I thought he did a good job of playing defense on So yes. And then when they switched him, and then that's when Mari got in foul trouble. Yeah, I didn't understand how that had happened.
Yeah, because
I was like, because for what Coach Bryant is just saying, that was my point. Yeah,
you got them the two for Bryant Station to be successful. Everybody's got. We go back to women's basketball, meaning University of Kentucky. There's a reason why Kentucky ladies, young ladies was ranked high. Key was the key. Key, no pun intended, got hurt. Okay, God forbid, hope she comes back healthy. But with that said, it makes a difference. What makes your team roll, and now we were talking about Madison Central boys, flopping back to the boys, is you said they got 6 guys and a half that can flat out play. Okay, most teams ain't fortunate to have 6 guys. You know, most team has 1, 2,
right,
and a half. Am I wrong on that statement?
No. You're absolutely right. You're right. From the teams that I've seen play this year, and I've seen quite a few teams play. I don't see anybody. I haven't not seen one team that goes as deep with talent that Madison Central has right now. Because when they the drop off is not that much, because any one of those 6 guys can beat you on any given night. Now the thing is with Bryant Station, and I'm sure y'all have heard this throughout the basketball season. The others, meaning Sanford, Roberts, Owens, and a couple other guys, they have to step up in order for Bryant Station to be successful. The same with Frederick Douglass. Tate Robinson and Sarai, they're going to do their things. But, Dig, Cohen, Kari had a big game against Woodford County against Madison Central the other night. He had 19 and 5, 19 and 6. Yeah, but the thing is, with Kari doing what he was doing, nobody else stepped up. Sherrod didn't have a good game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, we can't get everybody on the same sheet of music.
Well, here's my thing is, I thought the times I watched Frederick Douglass play, that Talbert, I was calling by his last name, Talbert game wasn't the same as it was last year. Is he trying too hard just to be a traditional point guard? Because last year he would take you off the rack in a minute. I mean, is he basically running what the coach wants him to run, and he's not ad-libbing? Because I say this all the time: basketball, if I put up number 1 and you give me a lane, I'm not running number 1. I'm taking you straight to the hole, because that's basketball.
Right.
I mean, this is not Bobby Knight, 3 passes and then shoot.
I think just me watching him play,
he's an amazing kid.
He's amazing. Don't get me wrong. He's an amazing kid. I think he has trouble differentiating when he needs to go and when he needs to get everybody else involved. You know what I'm saying? Because he has 2 exceptional scorers out there with him, and Sarai and Tate Robinson.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at Thurman Wade. He's going to want to get his shots. Then you have Terry Kaysen coming back off it. And that's another thing that's probably hurt Douglas. Kaysen is just now coming back from an ankle injury. So
he's been out for a while.
Yeah, he's been out for a while. So just trying to get all those kids involved and just trying to get them meshed in, because they haven't played together a lot this year. Like they had GRC beat earlier, like 2 weeks ago, and communication, somebody throws a ball in the backcourt, nobody goes to get it, GRC goes scores a layup, they go up 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's just trying to get all those kids back together and just trying to get them cohesive.
So if you it's not that you're favoring one team or another. Let me clarify it for people that listens. He's not clarifying one team or another, but I'm asking you a direct question. Who comes out of this area as of today? If tomorrow is the Sweet 16, moving on, who comes out, who wins the district? As of right now, who's playing up to par?
Are you wanting me to say who's going to RUP or who's going to win the districts?
So going to RUP.
Who's going to win the region? If I was to say right now, I would say Madison Central. But it's so close with Madison Central, Douglas, and Bryant Station. And Catholic is that sleeper team.
But Henry Clay ain't that far. Because Henry Clay figures out, when I watch them, I don't know who's their superstar.
Jackson Steffen. He signed with Air Force.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I remember Jackson. He played. I've been knowing Jackson since he was 10 or 9 because he played baseball with Ty at Eastern Little League.
The thing with Henry
Okay.
Clay, man, they're roller coaster. They're so up and down. I think right now they're 10-9. You know,
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm getting at. Sometimes when I watch Henry Clay, I'll be like, "Dang, they're good." And then I turn around and find out later on my technology phone they lost.
yeah.
What?
See, Coach Brown had a lot of transfers coming in as well, so he's trying to figure it out. So he just switched his lineup against Bryant Station about a week ago, where he added 2 freshmen into the starting lineup, and those 2 freshmen helped beat Douglas. So you know,
Oh wow.
so it's yeah, man. But to go back to answer your question, I would say Madison Central is the favorite to win the region, but
That's what
Douglas, Bryan Station, Catholic,
All right there.
are all right there. They're not far behind.
So the 11th region tournament is going to be off the chain.
And I think it's all going to be played in Richmond. I don't think they're going to have
Are
those
they
first
taking,
round.
are they taking it back to Richmond?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have the, you know, how they had the first rounds at
Right.
the higher
Yeah.
seeds home. I think it's all going to be played at Richmond at EKU this year.
But here's my thing.
It needs to be.
No, man. I mean, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Like I'm a baseball coach. If I win the district, you come to my field. I mean, what is the perk of winning the district? We're gonna play on a neutral site. I mean,
I get it. I
give
get
me a perk. Give me a perk. Why
What-
are we in the region? Why don't I just rest my kids? Because I'm gonna make it to the region. I'm good enough to make to the region. I mean, the district. I'm gonna be in the district. I know that, and I can rest my kids, lose a couple of little games here and there. But if I'm playing the ball out, then what is my perk? If I love when they play the home court because that showed everybody we deserved it, and we're the better team overall, not just one game.
But let me ask you this: I don't know, and I don't know this. How do they do it down in Western Kentucky? Do they do it where?
Yeah, you play a home game.
Oh, so you get a home game. Well, traditionally here, it was always the region was always held in Frankfurt,
The second round is
Lexington,
always at Western.
and
The
what'd you
second
say?
round. The
Okay,
second
second
round.
round's at Western. See, well, when we were coming up, it was always held in Frankfurt, Memorial Coliseum, or
It was
EKU.
always at
Because
Western.
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole tournament, it
Yeah, the whole
wasn't.
tournament was at Western.
Yeah, okay.
The region,
So
not the district. The district was played at home.
the district was played wherever, but the whole region
Yeah.
was played at one site.
Yeah.
So, but they changed it up probably like 3 or 4 years ago because of COVID
You
or
know?
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I know they
They
did
had
it. I know
had
they
a
did it last.
conflict based on EKU.
Yeah, and Memorial Coliseum because it was both
So more
remodeled.
Coliseum. There was something that was already scheduled.
Yeah,
And
and I hate that they closed the Civic Center down in Frankfurt because that was a nice
they
facility
did?
to
Okay.
play basketball in. So
So is the horse park not available?
it is, but I don't think the horse park is suitable for basketball.
I got you.
Even when they played
The little
the
semi-pro or
yeah
whatever was up there. Yeah.
yeah people didn't like
They
it.
didn't like it. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Well, how was the game? We didn't make it. How was the Scott County game at Rupp Arena? I mean at Memorial.
We were at Madison Central doing the
Okay,
Douglas.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
but from what I heard, it was a nice crowd there. It was a nice atmosphere. So yeah, but we were in Richmond.
Yeah, 2 top teams. I'm glad that you said that.
I mean, I don't know whoever set that up, but it was a great idea.
I mean, it's sort of like the same thing we do in baseball. We actually play at the Legends Field.
Mhm.
You know, we got a game at the Legend Field this year at Bryant Station, and it's just letting the kids see something more than what they're used to seeing, and hoping it brings a light to them. So,
What
but,
I would have liked to have seen, no slight to Sky County or anything like that, but I would have loved to have seen a Bryan Station and Frederick Douglass game there. And I know it was so Memorial Coliseum now.
Absolutely. It would sell out.
Yeah.
Because they're turning people away at the regular games.
Yeah. So I would have, and just a side note, they rescheduled that Frederick Douglass Bryant Station game, which was supposed to be played Friday. They rescheduled it to February the 5th.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for letting me know that. February.
Thank you. Yeah, I know it was Friday, and they canceled everything. And I'm telling anybody that's whining, please, you better relax, because hey, that ice don't play. That ain't snow.
Chill out. Yeah.
No, and these people with these trucks getting on my nerves. They think they can fly with a truck. That's ice, bro.
Yeah.
I think Coach made a good point too about when you have these days off, given their rescheduling so that you have time to get your team back together, because they haven't played in 3 or 4 days, and now you expect them to just jump out on the court and play when they've been sitting in the house for 3 days.
But my counter to that though is, guess who else has been sitting for 3 or 4 days?
Everybody.
So everybody's sitting at the disadvantage.
Well, here's an advantage that I mean, that's okay. They may have been setting, but some people are fortunate to have access to get to the Y, to get to places that's open and shoot basketball. I'm just telling you, they do. I mean, and then there's some that's not. I mean, some of them parents don't have the transportation to get their child to A to B. And then, I mean, and these side roads are brutal. And a lot of people don't want to take a chance of going out. But I'm glad that they pushed it back to give it the opportunity for them to get a little wind going. And everybody's legs should be back by now. And you just gotta get that second win and go from there. So.
Go ahead.
Well, if they happen to have this Saturday at Woodford County, they're having the Ed Step Classic. There's going to be some good games up there. I know Frankfurt plays Lafayette at 3:00. I can't remember who plays the second game, but I know Bryant Station plays Manual, and Woodford County is supposed to play Frederick Douglass Saturday.
Also, 3 of the local teams are playing.
Yeah, I can't remember who's playing that second game, but they're pretty good games. All of them are going to be good games. If you're not busy, head up to Woodford County for the Ed Step Classic. We will be, or if you're not going to go, tune in to Big Things Kentucky on YouTube. We're doing every game up there. So. Okay,
good. I'll try to remember to post those in the group. One thing I do want to say is, as I love that y'all use LaRue, Mitchell, and Presley to do y'all's girls games. And I really appreciate that y'all bring the girls in. I mean, the young ladies, the women in to call the girls games. And I just wish more people would do that. And so now that I've switched over to the girls, what do you think about flag football?
I'm all for it. I'm loving what I'm seeing, what I've seen on TV, what I've seen around town, what I've heard about it. I'm definitely a fan. I would love to see more kids get active in flag football, because all it does is just bring more attention to the sport that, you know what I'm saying, all 3 of us love.
That part. Yes. Oh, I was looking at that, and I didn't realize Ethan goes by Chris. Is that his government name? Because his dad's name is Chris.
Yeah. I'm sorry. On the rosters.
And Eli. I'm so sorry.
On the rosters is Chris.
It's Chris. Okay, yeah. My bad. That's my bad. I didn't know. I've been knowing him since they was when they was at when he was. Well, we worked together, so he's been trying to get them to play football forever. Mm-hmm. And then their 8th grade year, they finally went out and played for Leestown. But I was telling Coach, I was like, you need to go get these 2 twins out for football, because their daddy is 6'4", and that's one of the regrets that he said in life. He said he wished that he would have. He said nobody really pushed him to play football, and he wished. Now hindsight, he wished that he would have played football, because if you look at him, he looks like
his mom play at UK.
Yes, his mom played basketball.
Yeah.
Their mom played basketball at UK for I think she played for Bernadette.
Bernadette, yeah.
That's good stuff.
And the sister just got a full ride scholarship to a school in Asheville, I think, in North Carolina. She's got a volleyball. She was a regional player of the year for volleyball.
Okay.
Yeah, his sister. So she hasn't gotten enough press for that either. Oh, Mr. Brown said if the season ended today, who wins Mr. Kentucky basketball?
It's open.
It's definitely wide open because at the beginning of the season, the kid from North Laurel, he was a favorite. You know, there's a guard down at Davies County. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. He played up here. What was it, Coach?
No, I was about to say I can tell you because it's so wide open who's going to win it.
Yeah.
Whoever Pope recruits. I'm just being honest because it's wide open. I don't mean no slide for anybody, but it's wide open. If Pope recruits, he recruits you, and we three can ball. But I'm going to so and so, and she's going to so and so. Guess who's gonna win Mr. Kentucky? You gonna win?
The thing is, and I can specifically talk about the 11th region. Whoever wins 11th region Player of the Year gets that nod for Mr. Basketball.
Okay.
And at the top of that list right now is Amari Owens and Jake Feldhouse.
Right.
So, and Surratt a close third. So go ahead.
I know Surratt and where Amari is going, but where is Feldhouse committed to?
Belmont.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going where?
Nashville, right?
Yeah, in Nashville. And Surratt is going to Bellarmine.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he was going to Belmont. I thought they both was going to Belmont.
Yeah. Belmont. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because I thought they both was going. I was like, oh Lord.
So Amari has he signed or he just verbally committed to EKU?
No, he signed with EKU. Yeah.
Okay. I think this is a great fit for him.
There's another kid I want to say in Martin County who scored 3,500 points in his career. He has a chance to win Mr. Basketball. It's wide open. There's no clear-cut favorite in my opinion.
The one thing I love about Kentucky basketball is that we actually compete with the rest of the nation, as opposed to football.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Isn't like it is outside of Kentucky.
Well, last year I want to say Bryant Station might have went down to Florida and played against the Boozer twins and stuff like that,
and dogged them.
Yeah, it wasn't close. We're still behind. We produce athletes and we still produce a lot of players, but we're behind a lot of what do you consider basketball states in basketball.
Okay.
And a lot of kids are coming back and play. Like there was a 6'10" kid that plays at Louisville Eastern. Mm-hmm. That's the team you need to watch out for. Louisville Eastern.
Louisville Eastern.
Yes, they have Jonathan Bender's son up there, and they have two other kids up there. They're real nice. But as far as team wise, I still think we're behind. Another kid that came down and played in the Catholic tournament, and his last name is real familiar with everyone around here. Rondo. He's an eighth grader.
He was killing it.
Yes. And he's getting better.
Eighth grader.
Yes, and he's getting better. So I don't know if Rajon will keep him at North Oldham, but the kid can go. So he may end up at Malta Wilson. What's the prep school down there? Where Rondo went to school. Oak Hill.
Oak Hill.
He may end up at Oak Hill, but right now, as an 8th grader, his hands are kids
Just like
He got big hands like his
like
daddy.
his daddy. Yes.
his hand, like,
He had huge hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So-
I was wondering why Rondo hadn't gotten a coaching job yet, but I can see why he has not, because again, I know how Coach Bryant was when it came to Ty. He wanted to be able to watch Ty play. He can't coach unless he's on, coaching the team that his son is playing on.
well, Rondo picked it up, and I always tell people, and they always ask me, how come I didn't want to coach Ty? I said, I was coaching Ty. He was 9. He had a bases loaded shot to right field. I tapped him up, 3 runs scored. I gave him a high five hug, but I have to turn around and coach.
Mhm.
And then better, we had an injury. A kid came in and just hit the ball, little dinker, got thrown out at first. He made contact. His mother was celebrating that little dinker that scored tie for 2 innings. So that made me realize, and the same thing Rondo's probably realizing, I don't want to coach. I want to enjoy that moment. I couldn't enjoy that moment in coaching, because I wanted to hug him and pick him up, but I had to keep coaching. And I'm glad Rondo is doing that with his son, because all you got is memories, and that's it.
No, I was saying him coaching on the next level, like college.
Oh, well, I mean, he's coaching. He
I don't know if he's college. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can't be around his son, but because I know
if
that
he's
I was
high
wondering.
school, college, or whatever,
Yeah.
even if he's coaching him on his team here, he can't enjoy.
Yeah.
He-
I think a situation that happened to him, Louisville, Indiana area, where he got caught with some stuff. I think I just think that has some stuff to do with
him. They're holding it against him.
Yeah. So,
Hold
but
on. Hold on a second. Mr. Brown's got a
Mr. Brown said, has KSR ever reached out to you regarding your high school basketball intel, because no one on their platform knows high school like you do?
no, they haven't. No, they haven't. And everybody has different tastes. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not their flavor. So it's all good. I've talked to them. I talked to them once before earlier this year about the Dirt Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And they said they were going to get back in contact with me, and they never got back in contact with me. So, it is what it is. So it's all good.
Well, I just appreciate Big Things Kentucky and everything that you all do. Whatever I could do to promote y'all or whatever. We always, again, y'all don't have to pay for advertising for us to shout y'all out on here. We're gonna shout out every time on Big Things Kentucky, and we always when we're talking, if we talk on sports, we always mention the fact that we do not cover high school sports. That is not our lane. But if y'all want more details, please go over to and subscribe to Big Things Kentucky.
Because I miss my boy, and he's like my granddad and my grandmother, Coach. I coach.
Coach Truck. Yeah, that's my guy.
That's my guy.
Back in the day. Hey, your girl is, we're gonna let you go, but your girl, she's him. If you win, we ride and die.
We win and we ride.
Now, here's the funny part is when he first started years ago, and he did that. And I was like, didn't he just have on? You know what I'm saying? Because there's no secret with Coach Bryant. There's no secret. 49ers, Crawford, UK, Bryant Station baseball. All right. Frederick Douglass, because Ty was there. Okay. People know at one time I'm aware of something of them. Okay. If Henry Clay wins, I'm rooting for Henry Clay. It's election scoop. Okay, but I'm not going to put on the gear. My brother will put on gear.
Yeah, everybody sure.
And I said that. I go, no, it took me a long time to get it. And then she had to explain it to me like I was a 3-year-old.
Matter of fact, I think he was mad because he said, how come I don't have a Crawford shirt?
Yes, and we got to give him a Crawford shirt because we're going to ride and die again. But with that said, it was the most amazing thing because when he would do it, I promise you, I was dumbfounded. And I was like, what he just on with gear down. And then she said, now listen to what he says.
He said that we winning, we riding.
And then I would go,
He didn't get it.
I didn't get it. And I promise you.
He said, if we winning, we ride.
And then I would go, but hold up, but your team didn't win. And she goes, yes, but that team won.
In his mind, he is undefeated, and everybody is his coach. If you go back and watch our shows during the football
everybody
season,
is coach, my coach.
Yeah, me and Coach Buford to turn around and look at each other, and then look at him like, is this what we doing today? So.
I love it.
No, I promise you, we're not talking. Let me close up my statement by saying this. Oh, we're not talking a day, me not getting it. We're talking, it took me over a year to truly understand. And then she sat down and did me the movie Philadelphia like Denzel Washington. Talk to me like I'm a 3-year-old. And she said, look, you have to talk. I'm not talking down to you, but just listen. If we win, I'm riding. I said, I get it. His team didn't win, but now he's riding with somebody else. She goes, he's riding with the winning team.
He's always with the winning team.
He's always with the winning team. It is so funny.
I will never forget his interview with, it was a western part of Kentucky. Oh, it was Coach at that other school in Bowling Green that wins in football.
Warren Central?
No, heck no. What's that other school called? South, I think.
South Warren.
That team that wins South. And he had him on. He was like, "Yeah, Coach, we doing it." And I was like, "Did he just say we?
If we win it, we are riding."
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that is so true. And now I get it.
Goes on, please tell Fayo to stay calm at Kenny Clay games.
No, I will not. Fago's my guy. Fago's my point guard. We were in Henry Clay together. I love Fago like a big brother. No, hey, Fago's gonna do what Fago does.
And I haven't brain out. What is the big dude that works at Toyota that's JB's best friend? One of his best friends. Light skinned brother.
Right.
Is it Steve?
Yeah, Stephen Bryant. Bugs.
Yes. I know about, because he's like that. When it comes to his boy, he's got nothing but loyalty. He's got nothing but loyalty.
We can let you go, but Mr. Brown said he does not see Melo Brown being enticed to seek NIL money.
Well, Melo is having a hell of a year down at WKU. He feels like that's home. It's a security blanket for him. So
what position do he play?
He plays off guard.
He plays off guard. Okay.
Yeah. So, he went through a lot of stuff here in Lexington. So I just feel like him being down there at Western is a safe haven for him, and he loves it down there. So I don't think I hope not. I hope he stays down there because he can become a pro down there. Like you don't have to leave to go be a pro anywhere else. And I know the money is good in college basketball where he can go get $3 or $4 million, but is his comfort level still going to be the same? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he like we have a lot of people down there in Bowling Green who's down there and we talk to and stuff like that. So he's real comfortable down there and he loves it down there.
And the greatest thing to where the campus is, there's nothing else to do but go out in the country. And, you take a value effort to go downtown, to come into the areas that could cause problems. Yeah. And campus is at a perfect location for him because everything you need is right there. So
and if they really want to go do something, they can ride down to Nashville. It was only 45 minutes away, 45 minutes an hour away, and come right back. So
how far are you driving? An hour? An hour get to Nashville from Bowling Green?
I said 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, if you said 30 to 45 minutes, I give you that. An hour.
Hey man, just be careful on the roads, man. Hey, and we know those state troopers down that way, so
Hey,
hey,
it helps.
hey. So
All right, man. Hey, we love you.
I
All right.
love you guys too, man. Thank y'all for having me on.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for the knowledge, and then she'll say something real fast. But thanks for the knowledge of high school basketball, getting me and up to date. And I'm pretty sure Coach Terri Bryant feels that same way, getting us up
Absolutely.
to date.
I can't keep up with all of them.
I mean, but that that's why I could call him up and ask him a question, and then I can give the answer. And I sound like Tony Romo, like I know everything, but I know somebody feeding it to him.
Well, make sure y'all go to on YouTube and go to Big Things Kentucky and make sure you subscribe. Also subscribe to Hits and Heels.
So we'll say this again, and if you just tuning in to Big Things Kentucky, there's a gentleman on there. It's a gentleman on there.
If we winning,
we're right.
He's a Florida guy, so you got to excuse all that. He's from Florida.
If we winning, we riding. And plus, I guess I got, and he went to Kentucky State, so I need to also make sure that I shout out his Kentucky State thoroughbreds who had the best football season. We're gonna bring Coach Felton on here. I talked to him last year, and I was supposed to bring him on in May, and his son had surgery. And I never followed back on. I dropped the ball on that, but we'll have him on here.
All right. Well, love, man. All right.
All right, love y'all, man.
Thank you, baby.
Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Yes.
It's always good, but listen,
Stace.
who is funnier than Stacy?
Stace. Well, the thing is, her humor is very knowledgeable.
Oh yeah,
She's got knowledgeable humor,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes her so. And I don't want to use the word entertaining, but very entertaining of listening.
Yeah,
because she's got so much information, and then also she'll throw in something witty. And that's what makes her fun.
She's got the best personality.
Oh, unbelievable. And her face changes a lot. If she's not happy, it don't really change on anybody else. But when she talking about her Cleveland Browns, her body language changed. So,
Oh my God! But you should hear her talk about how bad she talk about my Cowboys. Ooh, she don't be playing about. She talks so bad about us.
All I know is so sad it's going to happen, and it may happen, maybe not in our lifetime, but I hope in our lifetime that my lovely wife is sitting here and her Cowboys get into the NFC Championship game, because
it's been 30 years.
But my point is, I didn't say Super Bowl because my 49ers got to win one before. This is too. They've been there, but they got to win one. So anyway,
30 years.
Great
show, Coach Bryant. But and we still probably could have touched on a whole lot of stuff that we didn't touch on, because there's just so much stuff going on in sports in this day and age. It's not even funny.
Well, I was trying to get that information based on 3 of our schools going to Whooper County this weekend, which I didn't know they was playing in that. So I was trying to call Coach of Bryant Station, but he must be in bed, and because he would have texted me back and to make sure the Fayette County schools are still eligible to play this weekend. So,
and I think it's on a day-by-day basis.
Well, I think it's eligible to play with no practice, because they're not able to practice.
Yeah.
And
because I got the notification that there was no evening.
Yeah, no evening. So my big thing is they'll be a little rusty, but they'll be ready to play, and it's just something you do, and it ain't gonna count against them. So it's not a district or a region game. So
gotcha.
That's what makes it.
So before we go, I just want to let y'all know that now that football is almost over, that the UFL I think is starting on Fridays, and I think that's during the season. That's going to be like on Friday nights, and I think they're actually going to be televised. 2 of our former UK players,
3?
Maybe 3.
It's 3 now.
Is it 3 now? Who's the other one? Who's the third? No, Weaver is in Sacramento.
Oh, is it? I thought he was with
No, he's with the Canadian League.
Oh, okay.
All right. So they're the 2 will be playing for the Louisville team. We have a Louisville team, the Kings, and the women's tackle football team will also be kicking off in April. and I'll be giving y'all more information on their schedule as it comes up. Okay, so make sure you guys look forward to the WFA football and UFL football. One is the women's and one is the men's during the spring. Okay, I think we got everything else from that I wanted to talk about, Coach Bryant, because listen, it was a lot.
Alrighty.
I actually had to write down notes this time because it was just so much going on. But I think it was the coaches. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Bill Belichick thing really took me back. I really didn't get Bill Belichick getting snubbed on the first round of the and Eli got snubbed for the second time too.
Eli Manning ain't no Hall of Famer. He
got 2 Super Bowls against Tom Brady.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna say it, and I hope people are still listening.
He gets props because he beat Tom Brady twice.
Okay, but here's what I'm getting at. Nobody didn't say he was an okay quarterback. You take Eli Manning, I take who didn't win a Super Bowl, Dan Marino. So you take Eli, I take Dan Marino on my All-Star team.
I'm gonna take Dan Marino too.
Thank you. My point.
But Dan Marino ain't got no Super Bowl, right?
But who would you take?
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino's problem is they ran into 4-9 in the Super Bowl. They wouldn't bang 9 a game back then. They were just 4-9.
He said Stacey has a glow. He said the same thing about her last year. He was like, he said, man, she's got a flamboyant personality. She's got a flamboyant personality. She's got a great personality.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow, Stacey. Yeah, fantastic. Well,
let's go.
2 hours, Coach Bryant. God dang.
You gotta go to bed.
I gotta go to bed.
Yes.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. We thank you. Thank you for the Lexington African American Sports Hall of Fame for sponsoring us. And I don't know who we'll have on next week, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll see y'all. We'll have a good one.
Right.
Bye.
Go Niners.